Hello, Pavlo at your service, and today we'll be talking about Jade Audio JW1. As almost all of you know, Jade Audio is a subsidiary company of FiiO. So basically it's a FiiO product, but distributed under other brand name. And usually FiiO not outsource, but carry out some affordable models to Jade Audio. But at the same time they keep also a lot of budget models in their own lineup, so I don't know logic of the split, and I don't think it's really important. More important is that it's actually an unusual thing. It's true wireless earbuds, not in-ear monitors, but earbuds with hooks. Company position it as a solution for sports first of all, but in general it's the earbuds that you can use to listen to the music wirelessly in cases where you need to hear what's going on around you. It's a smart idea to use them during your daily commute, for example, on some busy street, to avoid some accidents and so on. For example, here in Ukraine, totally isolate yourself from the ambient sounds during your regular commute is not the brightest idea, so solutions like this should quickly gain popularity. Some time ago I reviewed pretty similar thing created by Blackview, but now we're getting it made in a different way. So let's have a closer look. Price is $34, but for now it's available on the official AliExpress store for about $27. In the press release was mentioned that it should be limited time price until the 3rd of August, but actually it's still available with discount. Maybe it will be over by the time I release this video, but I don't think like these few dollars play a big role, so device is still really affordable. As you can see, nice polygraphy, interesting combination of black and orange, not much information printed here. So let's go inside. Here we're getting earbuds themselves, and actually sheet with some technical specifications, or actually features: ergonomical design, long battery life, it's about 6 hours from single charge, free your ears, true wireless, double Bluetooth 5.3, and it supports only SBC and AAC codecs, typically for the budget models, and large 14.2mm dynamic driver. And also they have IPX5 splash protection, so sweating shouldn't be an issue with them, which kind of makes sense for the sport earbuds. So that's what we're getting here, and in this box we should have at minimum charging cable, but also we're getting a storage pouch. Actually, yeah, they will fit into this pouch, so it will be really convenient to carry them. And what I really like is that it doesn't make of that synthetic velvet, but from more pleasant to touch material, at least for me. So let's move things out from the table and remove this wrap. So definitely in terms of design, creators decided to show that it's something really different, not like anything you've seen before. Case is pretty big, it's definitely not pocketable, as they position it as a solution for sport. Probably the idea is that you're going to use it with sport bag or something like that. And it's pretty interesting to see both earpieces. You can see that they are located on the different sides of the case. Not really practical solution, but looks definitely great. And based on captions here and here, actually its natural position is this one. First I thought that it's should be like pushing here, but no. You just pull this upper part and you can extract these earpieces. So getting right one, putting over your ear, and getting left one, putting over your ear and closing the case. In terms of shape, they are pretty ergonomic, they really fit nicely over the ear and stays in their place. But there is one issue, that actually your ear can be not a perfect fit for this ear hooks, because these hooks are not flexible, they are pretty rigid, because here is a microphone and you can control the operations by pressing here, if I remember right. And that means that your ear channel should be located somewhere in this area. But with some ears they can be a bit off ear channel. For me they fitted pretty well, not 100% perfectly, but pretty nicely. So in this case, actually it's not microphone, of course, it's LED indicator. So for me they providing almost excellent fit, but for some people they can be a bit off, so sound will be fit dependent. In general, design is really cool. You can get black or white version, white with silver accent and black with that copper-like. It looks pretty attractive, it looks nice when you are wearing them and they are comfortable. Of course you will hear everything that goes outside, but that's what they are created for. So it's like opposite to modern models with active noise cancelling or something like that. They are really good in holding connection, probably because of fresh versions of Bluetooth protocol, but I've got almost zero interference with them, and in general I find them stylish and convenient. But of course about style tastes may vary and convenience depends on your ears. But in general I really like the idea behind that. So magnets are nice, so they sliding back to their place almost instantly. So that's all about the exterior stuff. Here is our traditional microphone test. I am recording this part of the video with ear hooks around my ears using their microphones. I won't apply here any gain correction or equalization, so this part will give you an idea of how their microphone sounds in quiet environment. And of course about the sound. As usual, I need to say a few words about the fit of the earbuds. So sound with earbuds are really subjective and can be different from one person to another, more than it happens with in-ear monitors, because in-ear monitors works with closed volume, they isolate your ear channel with a tip, and in this predictable volume it's simpler to achieve the sound that was intended by creators. But with earbuds they work in the open system, and depending on the fit, on the positioning in the ear, on the shape of your outer ear, sound can be different. So I'm describing my experience and yours can be different. So it's pretty mid-centric earbuds, they have bass, but it's also typical for earbuds, it's not super weighty, but at the same time it has pretty good quality. Depth is about average, so super deep layers of bass won't be present here, but middle bass and up from that are present and represented pretty well. That means that different acoustic instruments and other things will sound nicely, but you won't get like super deep rumble and super powerful crushing bass, so it's definitely not a bass head model. And I've selected as an example actually diesel power by the Prodigy, and it's a good showcase of that all. You will definitely hear that deep bass that is present here, but it won't be as sensational as it can be with in-ear monitors. It's just the limitation of form factor, because it's really hard to pump enough air right into your ear, and air became spread before it reaches your ear channel, and that reduces weightiness of the low frequencies. But at the same time, I must admit that details of the bass is pretty good. And if we're not speaking about the music that is focused on pure bass power, I like performance of low frequencies here. But still don't expect something of in bassy in-ear monitors level. And mid frequencies are pretty nice. Here earbuds form factor gives its benefits, and they build pretty great imaginary stage. It's spacious, it's really open, and taking into account that these earpieces are really lightweight, sometimes you just forgetting that something is on your ears, and you just perceive the music that comes from your surrounding. Especially it's a great experience when you are walking somewhere in the park or at the seashore, you know, that places where you getting pleasant ambient sounds, and at the same time you're listening to some really good music. It mixes together and gives you great experience. Resolution is pretty nice, without going far into micro contrast, but with nice control and actually proper weight distribution and good dynamics. So they're not trying to be super detailed, because otherwise they would just show you the artifacts of compression. Instead you're getting like nice balanced mids that are really good for this price, and also you're getting pretty spacious and deep imaginary stage because of this form factor. And let's see an example. It's Solsbury Hill by Gabriel, and I like this track. I like its unusual score. I like that fortepiano, catchy tune, and vocal, and with nice pretty detailed earbuds like this one. It's a perfect track for that listening that I described before, somewhere on in the nature or something like that. And also they are really good in representing voices. So if you're looking something for podcasts, for example, while you're jogging or something like that, it's also a really good option. Treble is like balanced, it's dynamic driver one without being too sharp. Extension is just about the average because of limitations of the Bluetooth codecs, but at the same time basic overtone saturation is nice. They are not trying to hide treble, so if you're sensitive to that part of sonic spectrum, they can be a bit too sharp for you, but for me they are not over sharp, so to my ears it's a good balance of treble here. And also keep in mind about their positioning that I've said before. It will also mean it will also give a noticeable difference. And example for the treble, I've selected Amber Rubarth, Losing My Religion, like really good audiophilic track with guitar, with vocal, and all that goes to the treble area. Of course, performance here in terms of treble here is not enough to give you all that saturation and layering, but at the same time basic overtones are present, and really good technical mid frequencies gives you a pretty nice dive into this particular type of music, and with superb quality of record and good building of the stage, they definitely show surprisingly great performance. And speaking about the comparisons, actually the only model to compare is that Blackview that I reviewed. Blackview was a bit softer in the treble, but also a bit less performant on the bass. So here you'll get a more tightness, but still it's not the big difference here, of course. And I really like that more and more true wireless models in this shape appears, and we're getting other shaped earbuds like Mi Audio Pebble that I reviewed some time ago. And I think that industry will pay more attention to such earbud form factor for the true wireless models. But I'd really like to see some model with a flexible part here that will allow bending and provide better fit. But if you're looking for something for active usage and you need to hear what's going on outside, it's a really interesting option for you to consider. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a great day.